I rewatched Die Hard an embarrassing number of times, watched every YouTube video, scrolled through countless articles, Reddit, and forum posts. Yeah, you're reading that right. That's older than I am. I even talked to random strangers on the street, all to answer the most pointless yet entertaining question of our time. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Every time we argue a point for Die Hard being a Christmas movie, we're going to tally up on this side of the screen. Every time we argue a point against Die Hard being a Christmas movie, we're going to tally it up on that side of the screen. In the end, we're going to go over it. But in the meantime, let's just jump right into it. I know this argument's been around for a hot minute, but I don't think you understand just how long. But we also don't do history lessons around here, so we're gonna do the speed run any percent. Let's go! Okay, we're in the 1980s. Die Hard just came out. Did you know that Die Hard was actually initially met with mixed reviews? It was still a summer blockbuster, grossing over $140 million and making it onto the top 10 highest grossing movies of 1988. Wow. It was also nominated for 4 Oscars. Granted, it didn't win any of them, but I gotta get to the 90s, bro, so see you later. Okay, we're in the 90s now. So this whole Die Hard is a Christmas movie thing didn't actually start until a few years later after release. The earliest example that I can find on the internet is this forum discussion from 1992. Yeah, can you believe it? Dial up in that? As a bonus, there are 2 references to Die Hard in 1991. One from The Simpsons.
This is where Die Hard jumps through the window.
And one is Ice-T saying,
"Fool, I'm the illest, bulletproof. I die harder than Bruce Willis."
I gotta get to the 2000s now. Later. Wait, is that a shortcut? Is that a glitch trick? We said we're doing any percent, which means that we're allowed to do glitches, so... Please subscribe.
Fourth floor. Fifth floor.
Whoa, we're in the 2010s now? Now we're cooking. This is where the debate started to get some real traction, with one of the most popular examples up until that point was the 2013 Screen Rant article. Later in 2018, Bruce Willis, during his comedy roast, declared that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
It's a goddamn Bruce Willis movie.
But that's not all. That same year, the director came out and said that it was initially not intended to be a Christmas movie, but then it became one anyways? Or this skit from College Humor back in 2019, upper clip.
My favorite Christmas movie is Die Hard, which is technically a Christmas movie.
You're one of those.
Also, remember College Humor? This is them now. Point is, this was a meta humor skit about if Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I have to run because we're almost there, so later.
Final round.
We're in 2020 now. Time flies, am I right? In 2020, Hulu added Die Hard to its Christmas movie list, which was quite controversial at the time. In 2024, yeah, that's actually last year. I haven't seen you guys in a year. Time flies, am I right?
Stop it.
I'm sorry. Point is, in 2024, Disney Plus added Die Hard to its holiday collection, which, again, was met with some backlash, but I feel like he could still make 100 wells in Africa and get backlash. Isn't it cool to shit on him now? Coincidentally, there's this video that came out about a week ago, and I could sit here and tell you that I had some of these ideas 2 weeks before or whatever, but it doesn't matter. My video comes out after, so this is to the one guy who's gonna call me a copycat scumbag in the comment section. First of all, thank you for giving me my first hate comment. But mostly though, for real, thanks for all the support lately. We just hit 100 and something subs and I started the month with 15 and I don't really know what to say, but thank you so much. I guess this is the part where we get back. I'm sorry, but if you thought this whole video was gonna be outside, buddy, we already ran out of our non-existent budget, spent it all on the hot chocolate and the pasta sauce I used to make my shirt dirty. I'm gonna try to get through this whole thing without getting hungry, because all I can smell right now is pasta and hot chocolate, which is an oddly good mixture. I thought the pasta sauce was gonna turn out red, like blood, but whatever, it's Die Hard, right? And to anybody wondering, no, I will not be showing you grippers, even though this is my Die Hard cosplay. Yeah, so we'll go inside, outside. You know the drill by now, right? Yes, my Christmas tree's still up. Get over it. Also, what if I was an Orthodox / Coptic Christian? I bet you feel bad now, don't you? If it wasn't still Christmas season, you smartass, then why did they have a tree? See? I can have my tree up if they have their tree up. Like I said, get over it. This is a video about Die Hard, and it's gonna have Christmas all over. Cut to the next card. If you're wondering what this is, let me explain. Now, you might have seen this video, the blue dog. And to those people who already know about this, you still have to watch this section, so. This blue dog incident refers to this super rare, low probability thing where you get to play a mini game inside of a game, picking whichever dog wins. Now, most people would just pick the dog with the better stats rather than the blue dog. But to those people who stick around and are obsessed and fascinated with the blue dog and will stop at nothing, they will dig through code, they will spend thousands of hours trying to research this one topic of can the blue dog win? I want to coin that term, blue dogging. That's when you go way too hard in paint on this motherfucking thing that nobody cares about. Blue dogging. This is my blue dog moment, so yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. All right, let's talk some numbers. The Google Trends graph spikes every year around Christmas. Look at this graph! All the other spikes are Christmas, and every year, the number go up. Listen, even if you're a hater, we're gonna have to give this side a point. Shouts out to the channel Fandom Entertainment, and yes, bro is out here with 100 subs shouting out a 1.5 million sub channel. They went through the Die Hard movie and actually counted up how many Christmas references are there. We're talking every visual, auditory, and other references, for lack of a better word. 19 Christmas trees, 15 Christmas carols, and a Happy New Year. 13 times they used the word Christmas. Also, 23 people died and this many F words. Now you compare that to some classic household Christmas movies. How do they compare? Miracle on 34th Street, Home Alone, Die Hard easily out Christmases both of these movies. 3 points for Gryffindor. It just happens during Christmas. Yeah, that's one of the most common arguments for and against Die Hard. Even though I just tried to prove it with hard numbers, we're gonna dissect this one even deeper. People on this side of the argument say that because it happens on Christmas Eve and during Christmas, that it's obviously a Christmas movie. But people on that side also use the same argument, only happened during Christmas. They would even go as far as to say it could have happened any time of the year and it wouldn't change the plot one bit. You know what? I'll even give them a point. Just because I'm a good guy, even though I'm about to prove them really wrong. When Die Hard first came out in 1988, the original poster only had the building on it. Yeah, no Bruce Willis, no guns, no explosions, just the building. And the filmmakers argued that the building is a character in the plot. And to be honest, I agree. I think the building plays an iconic role in the film, and it is a character. It's an unwritten character of this story. They even went as far as to cast this building, trying to find a unique enough building that could be... Oh, fuck, why am I blanking out on the building name? The Nakatomi Plaza. The Nakatomi Plaza. Please don't kill me in the comments. I know someone out there is gonna call me a fake fan because I forgot the building. I just had a brain fart, I swear. Just remember that you're talking to the same guy who kept forgetting to say Happy Holidays, okay? Are you on dating apps? Happy Holidays. Kill me now. Point is, this building was an actual building in the Fox lot. This was an office building, mostly populated by people that were actually going to work every day around Christmas time. What a great day at work, eh? Imagine just being like, Hold on, I can't hear you over the Die Hard explosions. The point I'm trying to make here is if we're considering the building to be an integral part of the story, a character, if you will, then I'm arguing that Christmas is also a character in Die Hard. The plot simply falls apart if there is no Christmas. I'm about to give you 4 solid reasons on why Christmas is part of the plot in Die Hard. Number 1. John McClane will be coming to visit during the holidays because he'd probably be working. This, by the way, echoes one of the most common themes in holiday movies of connecting families back together and joy and cheer and all that. I know Christmas. You don't know Christmas. Stop. Number 2. The entire plan of the bad guys hinges on this office Christmas party. And I don't know about you, but there's no office Thanksgiving party, but every office and workplace has a Christmas party. It's like a staple. No Christmas, no robbery, no Die Hard. Number 3. The tape that Bruce Willis uses to stick the gun on his back? That's Christmas tape. No tape, no Christmas, no Die Hard. Number 4. One of the most iconic shots in action cinema history is Professor Snape falling off the Nakatomi building. And yes, I'm gonna say it as many times as possible now.
Oh my God!
Nakatomi Plaza. The building from Die Hard. Can we go in? Can we pay our respects?
Do you remember how Hans was holding on? It was the Rolex. No Christmas, no Rolex, no Hans falling, no Die Hard. I could go on forever. The minimal security, the Christmas gift for his daughter, or even the fact that his wife's name is Holly. Come on, man. Whoa. I can feel the retention dropping. Don't go away. Don't go away. I promise I'll bring back the brain rot. Nobody wants to listen. One of the most common rebuttals on both sides of the fence is the Gremlins Problem. People argue that if that's a Christmas movie, then this is a Christmas movie. It also takes place during Christmas. Now, I have shown you that the plot relies on Christmas, so we're gonna skip that. Let's just apply the same logic to this argument, that a movie has to be more than just taking place during Christmas for it to qualify as a Christmas movie. Let's talk about It's a Wonderful Life. It's a Christmas movie, isn't it? Well, if you take Christmas away, it's just a movie about a guy struggling. But it could be Thanksgiving, it could be 4th of July. There's no real Christmas plot elements that are part of It's a Wonderful Life. There's a couple trees in the back, but we've already established that Die Hard out-Christmases most Christmas movies if we're just going on references alone. But Home Alone, everyone's favorite holiday movie. Newsflash, hotshot, Home Alone is just a home invasion movie. Did you know that the third Home Alone, and I know that one sucks the most, but the third one doesn't even happen during Christmas? They recognize that it could happen during any time of the year. Christmas isn't a part of the plot. He's just home alone. Did you know that? I rest my case, Your Honor. 3 more points for Gryffindor. Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room. The summer release. This argument holds some ground, and I don't really have a great rebuttal for it. It was back in the 80s. It was still supposed to be an action blockbuster, which it was, by the way. Maybe if they were to make something like that nowadays, it would be released around the holiday time, but I don't know. I'll give you 2.5 points just for this round. You're welcome. No worries. Also, Gremlins was released in July, and so were these other movies. Now here's one that drives me absolutely crazy. Some people will be like, if you take out the Christmas music, the trees, references, change the time of year, and adjust the plot a little bit, Die Hard really isn't a Christmas movie, right? First of all, duh, bro. If you change everything about the movie, it is not a Christmas movie. We didn't need scientists for that one, I promise you. Second of all, yeah, I could not come up with a better name for this. That's literally how people refer to this on the internet, okay? Third of all, doesn't that apply to any movie? Hold on. Let me show you how stupid this argument is, okay? This movie right here. If you take out all the Halloween stuff and all the Halloween references, and it's no longer on Halloween night, then what kind of movie is it? I almost want to take points away from you, but if you prefer holly jolly Christmas movies, then good for you. A lot of people like horror movies. I'm not a big horror guy, whatever, right? But just because most Christmas movies are holly jolly about Santa and delivering gifts, that doesn't make Die Hard any less of a Christmas movie. I'm more of an alt Christmas movie girly. Marketing. Well, If Die Hard wasn't a Christmas movie, then explain this, or that, or this other thing. I rest my case. I rest my case, Your Honor.
Objection!
Sit down! Die Hard 2, aka Die Harder. The third one's called Die Hardest, and the fourth one is Die Hardest. Okay, up until I saw this guy's video, nobody talks about this as being a rebuttal for or against the Die Hard argument. But I'm gonna bring it up because I really did watch every video. If Die Hard was not a Christmas movie, then why is the sequel also during Christmas? Imagine if this was a sink, and then I go, let that sink in. Thank you. I bet you didn't know that. Nobody talks about Die Hard 2. It did flop. It was not as good, but Die Hard 2 is arguably a more Christmas movie than Die Hard 1 because they really leaned into it, but I don't even want to open a can of worms. The fact that Die Hard 2 exists and has Christmas in it is supporting evidence to my claims, so... What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of VFX Artists React. Today, we're talking Christmas movies, and that means Die Hard.
Might as well quit.
They did what? In 1988?
You might as well quit.
That's crazy! Whoa! Okay. I know this movie came out in 88, so technically it doesn't have a lot of VFX, but maybe it's like a miniature React episode. Let's get one thing out of the way. Watching that, you might be like, oh, Bruce Willis got big, strong feet. No, he's wearing shoes. They're just like prosthetic shoes that are made to look like his feet. Isn't that cool? Let's talk about this shot. Easily one of the most iconic drops of action film history, cinema history even. They dropped Professor Snape. They were shooting this at 360 frames per second in 88 on film. And the funniest thing is, they were counting him down. He was harnessed up, ready to go, and they were counting him down. You'll drop on 3. And then they went 1, and they dropped him. That's why he looks so terrified. And we all know he wasn't the only one doing the falling. You might be like, Bruce Willis is an action star. He can do falls and stunts and stuff. But no, this was his debut into the action star role. Yet he insisted on doing these stunts. In this fall, he was falling off of a parking garage building onto a massive airbag, and they actually set up explosives behind him, so he was lathered up with the gel, and then when he jumped, the blast of the explosion pushed him far off from where he was supposed to land, that he like just barely hit that airbag that he was supposed to. By the way, both actors mentioned on separate interviews that these shots respectively were shot on the absolute last day of production when they were needed, just in case anything happens to them. Okay, the sound design.
With cutting that flows beautifully, and wonderful sound design that helps carry us through.
Every time I watch this scene, I'm always disoriented by that sound effect of the saw spinning. That one in particular speaks to me. All right, let's talk about all the helicopter scenes. Helicopter! Even though they were unable to fly near the building, flew helicopters, got as close as they can, put as many cameras on the street, putting up stadium lights, the effort they went through just to get one take, by the way. They had no seconds, they couldn't go again. Just one take, do it and ask for forgiveness style. And then after all that, they shot all of these scenes from inside the helicopter. Again, this is 1988. And then if that all wasn't enough, they had an expert at the time. A remote control toy expert, for lack of a better word. I'm not really knowledgeable on this. Point is, this guy was building these custom-made military helicopters, slightly bigger than anything you could get on the market. And they weren't cheap either. These were like $4,000 a pop. They must have had like a line on their budget of like helicopters, fake helicopter maker. Wow. Also, 4,000 US dollars is like this much now. Feel old yet? Let's talk about the explosions, right? Die Hard has some of the best explosions. Watch this one. So they built this, and to call it a miniature is an understatement.
Starts out from the camera about 5 or 6 feet across. And within 12 feet, if you look at it from the side, it shrinks down to an opening about this big, and you're forcing the perspective from the camera. So when you look down, 30 floors of elevator shaft, in reality, it's only 12 feet. You know, every successive floor got shorter and shorter. The lights even got smaller and smaller.
So not only did they have to build this forced perspective set, but they had to use special explosives because colder flames. And then when we cut outside, there it is again. They built these miniatures, like 30, 60 feet long in the parking lot. This is all explosion plexiglass and things that someone out there was doing the math on how fast and how big things need. And the top of the building with the helicopter, it didn't have that miniature feel. This is some of the best miniature work I've ever seen in my entire life. And people argue over it being a Christmas movie. Listen, I'm not a film nerd. I didn't go to film school. I work in film sometimes or have worked in film in the past. But then again, I am making a video about Die Hard, so maybe I am a film nerd on some level. Point is, I didn't mean to gush over Die Hard so hard in this segment, but goddamn man, once you get me going, I can't stop. In a world of CGI, I miss squibs, dude. With the amount of fake blood we get nowadays, just bring back some squibs, you know? Action movies cut 17 billion times a second. Every shot has intention. The cinematography is top notch. The dialogue in the movie was so good, but did you know that most of it was improvised? The director requested that Hans and John McClane can meet like halfway through the movie, and the writer was talking about how he was struggling with how is that gonna work, how wouldn't they recognize each other's voices, and he was in the trailer one day where Professor Snape was getting his hair and makeup done, and he overheard him making a joke in this fake California accent. A coincidence and the director's request, it was one of the best parts of the movie. Every shot they show you, every little storyline that they give you throughout the movie is resolved. The Rolex in the beginning, or the cocaine from early on. Wait, that was just an 80s thing. The layers of the safe and the FBI cutting the power. There wasn't even a hacking the mainframe type scene. They just, even a little silly bit with touchscreens in the lobby. And I'm always gonna be mad at this freaking security guard for never telling him that they're the only people on the floor. Like, bro, he's not just browsing your touchscreen. Like, obviously he's going to the party. That's the only thing happening in your building. Die Hard is a masterpiece, and I wouldn't change a thing about it. We've already kind of talked about this throughout our video, right? The people that made the film, their opinions should hold a lot of value, right? They're the people that made it, envisioned it, they put a lot of intention behind it, so whatever they say should hold some weight to it. There are 4 people that we're gonna be talking about in this section. Bruce Willis, the director, the cinematographer, and the writer. I think it's very easy and fair to say that these 4 people would have had a big creative control behind the making of this movie. I've already kind of shown you what Bruce Willis.
Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. It's a goddamn Bruce Willis movie.
Now, personally, I think this is a joke, but I want to acknowledge that he's never come out and said that it was a joke or confirmed otherwise, so we're gonna take this at face value. He's on that side. Now, the writer of the movie says it was always supposed to be a Christmas movie, and he even goes as far as to say that he fought harder to keep a lot of the Christmas elements within the script. So that makes him on this side. Here's where it gets interesting though, because in 2023, the cinematographer did a 1-hour podcast. Up until this appearance, he had shared the same sentiment as the director. However, when these 2 guys on the podcast presented their case on why they think it's a Christmas movie, he said this.
Okay, I'm sold now.
So we're getting points for this one, bro. And yes, bro is back at it again, shouting out a channel with 100,000 subs. But video did have 3K views, so I don't know. I don't think a lot of people know about this. We've talked about all 3. Now let's talk about the director. He should have the most creative vision in theory, right? In 2018, he commented on this, and I'll save you the trouble. It's like a 5-minute video where he rambles on and on and on and on. It really all boils down to this. They didn't necessarily go into production planning to make a Christmas movie per se, but they planned to break the mold of 80s action movies. And in the process, they managed to get nominated for 4 Oscars. That's a feat of its own, but they also managed to accidentally make a Christmas movie. And there's no denying that the cultural phenomenon around people connecting with Die Hard after the fact, even though it didn't come out as a Christmas movie initially, that's still gotta mean something. I don't usually end this with a big brain message, but I'll leave you with this. This is the last page of a book titled A Die Hard Christmas, which is Die Hard reimagined as a children's Christmas novel. Bearer bonds fluttered like freshly fallen snow, as Holly embraced her blood-spluttered bow. So Merry Christmas to all. Be kind to one another, and most of all, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Okay, we're back out. We're gonna ask people some questions. This time we're gonna focus on telling them Happy New Year, not Happy Holidays. Holidays are almost over. It's Happy New Year. This is not the first time you've seen me running this video. I'm breaking the fourth wall right now. I'm not built for this. Is this the runner's high? Because I'm fucking high as fuck right now. Please subscribe. Thank you. It's so loud. This is not copyright-free music. You think I can get him to play? It's gonna make it really bad quality. I think we try to just go around the exit, maybe, by the light. We try to catch people by the light. Influencer deterrent. Somebody should make that like a product. You know how they make like the clip-on fans that blow? Just a clip-on speaker that plays only the most recognizable parts of the song. So it's just like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Baby, you're a firework. Wait, what's my question again? We're gonna ask someone. Last time there was like a moment of clarity in the footage where like I was like, come on, this is gonna be funny anyways. And then from that moment on, it like clicked. Compilation of me doing this 100 times is gonna be funny regardless. So we're just gonna go for it. Come, hey, hey, hi, hey. I need that moment right now. I'm kind of scared because there's not as many people, so I'm not like, I'm getting cold feet, literally. And I'm not talking about the weather. Do you think anyone else finds this funny? Imagine being a 4-car garage, bro. Okay, I'm gonna stop. All right, how's it going? Honestly, I have no idea.
Ooh la la.
But I have a question for you.
Yes.
Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
I honestly have not seen the movie.
Okay,
So
well,
sorry.
no worries. Happy New Year. Thank you so much. Our first one. And I said Happy New Year, I forgot. Do you think Die Hard's a Christmas movie? Okay, Happy New Year. Do you think Die Hard's a Christmas movie?
I'm sorry, I don't know what movies.
Okay, no worries. Happy New Year. Oh my God. That's like the fourth I don't watch movies. I have never heard of Die Hard. Is that real? Is that real? Did you know that 1.6 million people watched Die Hard on Christmas night 2 years ago? That's a real stat. One of the most watched Christmas movies. Fight me. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Happy New Year. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Happy New Year. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Happy New Year. That's all we need to say. Remember Elf on the Shelf? This is Slomar it doobie doobie doo. We're gonna go stand with the people of God. We're gonna go find Jesus. Am I allowed to make these jokes? Hold on, Mars. Mars. God's good. God is good. I love Jesus. Wow. The price of sin is paid. What is the price? Do you think there's like a pastor out there that's like, I spent $1 million to find out the price? Am I a bad person for making these jokes? I think we should just do a location change. We're here now. We're gonna try again. I still don't see a lot of people, but there's at least no music. Die Hard's a Christmas movie? Happy New Year! Epic fail. We'll get next time. I guess we just try over there. Why not? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I gotta get faster with the Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. This is the home base. We're at the home base. So I swiped over to him. Think Die Hard's a Christmas movie?
I don't know Die Hard.
Okay, Happy New Year. Think Die Hard's a Christmas movie? Happy New Year. Wow, I didn't realize the reception was gonna be so bad today. Thoughts and prayers? We go back to the Jesus group. At least we blended in. No, I liked it better there. Yeah, I felt like I had someone like lean on, be like my brothers in Christ, you know? All to answer the most pointless yet entertaining question of our time. Is Die Hard paid to... Are you fucking kidding me? I rewatched Die Hard. There's so many animals around. What is happening? Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Sir, excuse me. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? I had him for a second, but he ignored me like the other guys. I'm gonna go around chasing animals then. I swipe. Yo, this is Die Hard, and I am ready to talk into a camera for a little bit. Let me get some water. Hi, my name's Omar, and you're watching the Disney Channel. I'm hungry. Can you guess what I'm gonna eat? A little spaghetti? Maybe a little hot chocolate even? There's no further peak embarrassment than this, to be honest with you. Do you just move on? Okay. But for everybody who watched this section, if it makes it into the video, just know that 1, you're a real one. 2, I tried, okay? Yeah, okay. I guess I'll leave the camera person behind. See you later. Wow. Whew. Cold, sad, all of it, you know?